Hello everyone, I'm here and it's the end of the month. So you can follow me today going around because, yeah, as always, I think I like the end of the month vlogs a little bit more if they are mobile and not just stationary, and I'm now in the dark, which makes it even more mysterious. First things first, the most important things of all, haircut. What do you think about it? Beautiful, isn't it? Nobody cares about it. You're right. The next thing. The start of the month was a little bit rough. I don't know why. Somewhere I got a gut punch, a real one, and yeah, my depression kicked in really bad again. I'm gonna make a little bit more light down here, just for, or less light, that's also okay. Do you ever have that moment where you think you know all the switches in your house? And then you obviously don't, because that happens quite too often for me. But yeah, I got a real gut punch and my depression kicked in, and it's lingering with me at the moment. So it did not get better anytime. I have my ups and downs, but it's still with me, and yeah, it sucks. What do you want to hear from me? If you don't know what depression feels like, then explaining it is difficult, because you're not just sad, you don't feel just down, it's a whole cocktail of stupid emotions that you don't need to go with. But they're here. But yeah, that's been going on the whole month, which is dumb and annoying and frustrating, bring me down. But I'm also having my ups, so we're doing good. Recording right now, I'm having an up, so that's why I decided to record now, because better to record while you're at an up than at a down, because you're more energetic. Sometimes you cannot decide this. It sadly happens that I have to record when I'm feeling down, because you know what? It does not just go away. It sticks with you. And you can only try to do the best of it. But regardless of that, it's only one thing that happened this month. The other thing is, from the very first day, not from midnight on, because I said that we're gonna do this not from midnight on, but from the beginning of the next day. My brother and I, Philip, we made the first week of 2020 from January 1st to January 7th until we slept over to January 8th. Made a vegan week, and we made a few videos. Well, I made a few videos for my channel and he made videos on his channel. He uploaded them daily, I think, at the time. Unless he forgot a few times, but I don't know. But we made a vegan week. We've been vegan for a whole week and ate no meat and no animal products, because that's what vegan means. And here are the clips and the end thoughts, because we did all of this while we were at it, because I thought to myself, doing this at the end of the month, I might forget a few things. So here you go. So I'm right now driving home from work, and this video is a little bit later than I originally intended it to be. But I'm at essentially the end of my first vegan day for the whole week, and it was easy enough so far. I mean, a little bit complicated because of the things we got to eat at work, so I didn't really get a lot of stuff to eat, a lot of choice other than just some vegetable stew and some soup. It's also just some vegetables, so I essentially just had vegetable soup today, and after that some apples, because we didn't really have any other fruit. Some kiwis as well, but that's essentially everything I got for the day, except for the hummus toasts that I made myself in the morning, just so that I would have at least something different to eat. But other than that, nothing. Not even the bread was something I could eat, because it was some yogurt bread, and therefore not an option for me for the vegan week. But yeah, other than that, successful first day. Actually looking forward more for tomorrow, because tomorrow I'm gonna cook something myself. So hopefully tomorrow is a little bit more interesting in regards of food. Gonna clip it. But not his hair. Not specifically his hair. Even though his hair look gorgeous. Yeah. No, it's the second day of the vegan week that we're doing. And so far no problem, especially meals are not the thing. But we have something interesting here today that you bought.
Yes.
And it's those vegan snack bar chocolate thingies. Which I inverted for you right now, but I think I can reverse that. Not only think, I'm pretty sure I can do that. But we want to try them because we tried a lot of different things. We also buy some chocolate milk that's vegan and soy, but we also bought it before we actually started the week because that thing's good. And some other things that we actually really like. But those are things we never had because we don't really buy a lot of chocolate bars or anything like that. So that's more interesting to try.
I buy those a lot because they're pretty delicious.
I had them once. Not really that big of a fan from them. So if you want it, you can have it still.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
I'll take it.
I mean, I will probably still try buy it for the sake of the clip. But anyway, so open that up for me because I only have one hand. Mi's also in the background. You will not see her as per usual, but she's there. And you also want to try that bar. It looks a little bit like the fruit bars that you like, just without the whatever it is.
The white thingy around it. That sounds wrong.
I mean, that's a word for word translation, but I'm pretty sure that's wrong.
But I don't know.
We call it Oplatte. I don't know what we should call it. So let's have you at least in a shot. Hello. It smells
weird.
Reminds me a little bit of cleaner that we use in work. Wanna have a smell? It doesn't smell chemical, but it has a weird smell to it, I think.
Yes. Very
chocolate?
I think it's some sort of chocolate bar. At least there's a chocolate bar, a chocolate bean on it.
Where is it?
Snack bar cocoa.
Cocoa. With cocoa and maca roots. Whatever maca roots are.
Also some sort of beans, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
So I don't think there's, because the bars that I normally have are fruit bars. That's not fruit bar.
Soy.
It's just as mushy as them though.
Yeah, from the
consistency.
feeling, yeah.
Also there is some weird light fruitishness to it.
Yeah. I'm trying to figure that out.
I think that might just be from the cocoa bean.
No, I don't know the English word for it. Datteln.
Dates.
Dates, yeah.
Yeah.
I can't speak English right now. Agavendicksaft.
Agave.
Yeah.
Syrup, essentially.
Yeah.
Well, that's an interesting thing. Don't know if I 100% like it, but it's also not bad.
I like it.
Might try it again. Not sure. Well, anyway. That's something interesting to try. Another day of the vegan week is over. I'm trying right now to figure out what I want to do. The answer is I'm gonna put stuff away because I just came home from work. And today I actually got something good to eat at work. So kudos there. We had lentils that I could eat. And now, look at that damn face over there. And now we're enjoying some vegan pudding that we also enjoyed beforehand because it's a dark chocolate pudding and we love dark chocolate here. And you have some vegan gummy stuff that you don't like, but I actually like that. And I'm not that big into gummy stuff because I get stomach aches from that. But that actually is good. So, but you don't like it.
No, I don't.
And why is that?
I don't like the consistency, and the taste is also kind of awkward to me.
Well, there you have it. Other than that, nothing big. Tomorrow I'm gonna cook myself for the first time. Question still is open what, but we're gonna discuss that off camera, and you're gonna see tomorrow.
But about the gummies.
Well, tomorrow in the same video, in the next cut.
About the gummies, there actually are gummies at the supermarket where I bought them that actually taste good, which we have bought several times at home. Those little strawberry things.
Oh.
And also in school, and they're pretty good. So, and they don't have the same consistency.
I wonder what the thing is with the consistency, because there's different gelatin alternatives to just normal gelatin, like agar is one that I know, and I wonder which one they use.
Yeah.
But whatever it is, we're gonna cut it right here. See you tomorrow for whatever I'm cooking up.
See you in the next cut.
Yeah. Another day in the vegan week. Today we're making ourselves some vegan chicken wraps, and I mean this is what it looks like at the moment. The liquid pulled the chicken pieces more apart than I originally thought it would. But I'm not gonna let that stop me. I'm really interested how this will turn out at the end. And, well, let's see what Philip and I will think about that. So, I mean, Philip's not here just yet. So I'm gonna have to taste it first, because I'm also gonna have to see if it's seasoned enough. But, it smells good. Could use a little bit more spice, a little bit more salt. Consistency is weird, but other than that, that's actually good. Just a little bit more salt, a little bit more seasoning, maybe some herbs on top of that as well. But so far, I totally liked it. So, it's time. You have your...
My baby.
You have your baby right there.
Yes.
I already tried the meat, because I need to see if it was seasoned right.
Yeah.
So I already have a clue how this tastes and how it feels. I'm not gonna tell you anything though, so let's see. It is probably the most unpleasant shot I ever made for a video. And?
Tastes like meat. I mean, it really does taste like meat.
I mean, I did my best with the seasoning. I think a lot of that depends also on how you season it. And it oddly came apart once it got in contact with the liquid. So
it's that pulled chicken, so
yeah.
that doesn't.
But I think if you want to have more chunks, like in a normal wrap, I think I would recommend you make your base separately and then just put the chicken in the pan and fry it up in that a little bit, so that it doesn't lose its integrity as much and looks more like pulled pork at the end. But overall, I think that actually got really not close to what chicken is, but it still has a good taste.
Yeah, it's really good.
It was a nice little experiment, and we did it only because we wanted to see how it would taste like. Tomorrow, no meat substitute whatsoever.
Noodles.
So I'm gonna make a quick clip in here during a recording break. Today is the 5th day of the vegan week, and I just want to update here a little bit because why not? Nothing big happened. We had already the pasta that I made with, which was just tomato sauce with herbs, some spices, and coconut milk, which was really good. We'll do it again. The only thing that I would add after vegan week would be some cheese to it, like Parmesan on top of it, because that would round it up a little bit more. But other than that, really good. And now we also have a vegan chocolate cake looking forward for us, so that's cool. But other than that, nothing big happened. Just normal, quiet day. Tomorrow, gonna do something else. Maybe show something of the meal again. But other than that, really good. Just wanted to update one more time here. The chocolate cake. Looks really good. It's really delicious. That's all. So this is just a quick update here. Because he's dying. Yeah. But we're gonna have vegan bean burritos today. And that's all. That's everything you're gonna get from me today.
You bad boys.
So, this is my brother. Hi. So this is the last video that we're gonna do with the reaching all the way over there. Can you turn on the lamp there? We're actually cute. Backlighting that you can't see. So, that lamp is really not helpful at all.
Let me breathe.
I'll let you breathe. Anyway, that's the last video that we're making. Because the heck is going on your bed? This is the last video. This is the last day of the vegan week.
Yeah.
So we made it 1 week. So brave.
It's fucking easy.
Yeah, it was really easy, no problem at all, and the food was delicious. There was no problem at all.
The only problem that I have encountered a lot of times is like, I want to eat my favorite foods, but I can't because there's like milk or eggs inside of them.
Yeah, or cheese.
Yeah.
That was the one thing that I also found myself, like, you get some craving for something that you're used to eat, and then you just realize sadly, oh, there's some milk inside, or some milk product actually. It's not really milk, just like they put in lactose just for the heck of it or something like that. And then you're sitting there like, well, damn, I can't have that now. Or like, I like cheese on my meats. I'm a real cheese lover, so no cheese, which is probably the harshest thing for me with being a vegan, is that I can't have any cheese products. So, but other than those cravings for little special things that you want to have, it's really not bad.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of alternatives today that you can have for those things if you really want to have them, but we tried to go without really any substitutes.
Yeah, that's my fault.
Shut up.
We just tried to see if they were like resembling what they should resemble.
Yeah, and then we only took like the pulled chicken that we had for the...
Pulled chicken and the burger thing.
Yeah, the burger, but that was actually before we did the vegan week. That was beforehand, because I thought, well, we're gonna do it, so let's try one of those things. Actually, well, not too bad. Not really meat-like, but also not bad. Had a different taste. You couldn't really compare them to meat because they were something different, but it still held up really well.
But the pulled chicken was like pretty good.
Yeah, but also the pulled chicken was more drowned in of the spices and everything else that we put on there, so that it resembled more of a real chicken, because I think that would have been the interesting part, trying it without all the spices, but
yeah.
I just thought that's not really the purpose of doing that, so...
Yeah.
But yeah, overall, vegan week, being vegan, not as tough anymore. And really, if you're not only going for meat all the time, and you can't live without it, give it a shot, try it out for a week, see how well it's going, because again, it's not difficult. And there's so good stuff that you can do. We actually never had problems with what we were gonna eat. We always had a plan for what we were gonna eat.
Except for today.
Yeah, today we were kinda like, oh god damn it, what do we do? So we went to the supermarket, and stood in there, and then we looked at the instant food aisle just to get some ideas on what we could do, but other than that, there was nothing.
So we decided to make noodles again.
Yeah, just some pasta. And for me, actually, the hardest time was during work. Because at my workplace, there is not really much for you to eat if you're vegan. So at times I didn't really get to eat anything over there, and then you see stuff that you would normally eat, and then that really sucked. But other than that, it wasn't difficult for me.
What kind of frustrated me that like my Christmas present, which I got on New Year's Eve, which is when we started the vegan week, is like the package of celebrations that's there.
Yeah, some chocolate that you can have up until tomorrow.
Yeah.
That's why I decided to destroy all of the chocolate that I got, even the soft cakes that I got from you, before we started the vegan week, so that I wouldn't have anything laying around that I wanted to have.
Well, yeah, the problem is our parents gave me those like only when I woke up.
That sucks. That's okay. Well, anyway, any other big things and the big revelations that we had during this?
Not really.
No. And you're gonna stay vegetarian now.
Yes.
So he's not gonna stay vegan but vegetarian, so still not meat for him, but at least cheese and egg and stuff like that.
Like the things that I like really wanna have right now.
Yeah. And I'm just gonna go back to eating everything again, because I don't have problems with eating meat or anything like that, and I actually like the taste, but I'm still gonna make more vegetarian days from now on, because I always wanted to make more vegetarian days, and I managed to do them at least once a week, and I think now with everything it's easier to make them more often.
Yeah.
Well, that's the big end of this. It was a fun little experiment. Well, for you it's the end of it. For us, we still have to get through the rest of the day, but I mean, it's like 10.
Yeah.
It's like 10 p.m, so we're not gonna get anything to eat anyway anymore, so... Well, anyway, it was fun.
Sure.
The experiment was... Now, it was really interesting to do, and I did not try to coin it as some sort of an experiment. I wanted just to try it out. It's not an experiment, it's not a challenge. It's just a... How does it feel to be 1 week vegan? How difficult is it actually? And yeah, everything else you know from the videos. But it was interesting to try out. And if you're not stuck up on having to eat meat and you're experiment happy, I recommend it, because it's not bad, and if you cook for yourself there is really no problem at all. I think a lot of people think of a problem as being vegan with you can't go out really as much, and I kinda can see why and where this comes from, because going out only once during the vegan week, I realized that going out is a little bit tougher than just making your own things at home. Because cooking at home vegan is not a challenge, if you ask me. If you can't cook, then where's the hold up? If you're good with cooking, then grab some vegetables and go to town. There's really no problem at all with that. If you go out and wanna eat going out, I can see a challenge behind that, because not every place you wanna go to necessarily has a vegan option. So I can see a problem for that, but other than that, I don't see a hold up. Talking another about vegan week there, probably the biggest topic, however, because it went on for the longest time here, except for the depression. Other than that, things that have changed, nothing really. Still doing the same old things and just trying out new things. Figuring out where I stand and what I want to do. Things are always on the up and down, and I don't know. Everything's always subject to change, emotionally and whatnot. I think I shouldn't come back here, because it's always such a blue tinge. But whatever. I think overall, that's everything. This month was something, this month still is something. 2020 started off with a boom, let's be totally honest here. And I'm happy if it calms down. I'm not gonna lie. I hope things will calm down. Anyway, I'm gonna leave this here. talking about mostly being vegan for a week and the idea behind it. But yeah, I hope you all had a great month as well. Tell me how your month was going down in the comments below. Let's have a conversation down there. And I hope that your next month will go even better, make February a strong month, and maybe pull out of some bad habits there and try to better ourselves a little bit more. Anyway, I'm gonna leave it here. Thank you for hanging out with me again, and I hope to see you in another video again. Bye.